Hi, my name is Jennifer Daniels, and I'm a recent graduate of the University of North Texas. And I think I'm by myself, but that's fine. I actually come here again, like I said, opposing 623. And I wanted to start by saying, first of all, don't fear education. And that's my main message today. Don't fear education. So I want to first talk about the black community. One of the things that I've noticed and that I've seen in my family, we're talking about 4 generations of Texans, is that we sit as black people watching immigrant communities come in back to back. And they're not only denied basic rights, basic human rights, but they're denied privileges that we actually have as people that were brought here. And it's one of the things that really frustrates me to see. And so that's one of the things I want to talk about later as to why support a group that has nothing to do with you, because it has everything to do with you. So my personal story, like I said, we have the Jones, the Connors, the Johnsons, all Texans. We've been here since the mid-1800s. And I graduated from college in 2009 with the assistance of my family, but not without a lot of hard work. But I don't want to dispel the myth that my hard work has anything to do with my colleagues, because I feel like they put in more hard work than I could ever even imagine. And I'm not really sure what my life would have been like if I had to do some of the things that they've had to do to finish college. So obviously I stand in against the education portion of 623. So I'm standing in the gap between opposition or opportunity and passion, between humility and activism, between being rich and being poor, and I can't figure out which one I am because I still see a lot of things around me that have nothing to do with what I was taught. And my colleagues, which, by the way, aren't just Mexican or Spanish speaking, I just want to put that out there because we seem to be forgetting that a lot, are about to be denied some of the rights that, like I said before, I've been fortunate to be a part of but didn't realize for my entire life. So I'm not really sure what we're fearing, why we would present a piece of legislation that would deny reading, writing, and arithmetic. From the outside looking in, I can't tell what you fear. I just figured out what I fear recently. I fear failure. I fear failing my parents as a first-generation college student, or my mother. I fear failing my community, who doesn't know anything about college, who doesn't know anything about being caught between a career woman and a domestic woman. I fear a lot of things personally, but I've never had to face the fear of not having an education. I've never had to face the fear of being discriminated against because of the language that I speak. So I ask you not to fear education. I'm really still confused as to what we do fear. But just don't fear education. Fear something else. And I also come speaking about a couple of people that I've seen in the past. As an international studies student, I've hung out with a lot of people from a lot of different areas. So there's a nursing student from Korea who came because she was too old to get married in Korea, so she came to get a nursing degree. Started in New York, didn't work, went to Ohio, didn't work. She's still trying to be a nurse, and she doesn't know that she can't be one. You have Jose Luis, who came to you earlier, that was an Aggie. He crocheted scarves, sweaters, and hats to pay for college. I never would have did it. I probably would have stayed at home with the family where things were safe. And the last thing I wanted to address, I know my time is up, is that these personal stories, I know we're tired, I know that we're ready to go, but even though we don't have jargon, we don't have money, we don't have education or legislative affair, understanding what we do have is 1, stories, and 2, hope that we can be those innocent people that we were taught to be from the beginning when we were little. And that's what I think most of us students want to be, is what we've been taught to be, not necessarily what the society is trying to make us out to be. So I just encourage you to listen to the stories because they've changed my adult life entirely. Thank you.